Hi everyone, it's Raja.
And Raven.
And you're watching this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Fashion Photo Review.
Down Under. We are going to be tooting and booting the looks from the main stage of Down Under of This week, the queens walked the main stage in their sickening looks.
So sickening. This is my kind of C look. I was giving you, like 1960s, girl at the beach or something, no?
Yeah.
Sheila? Sells seashells with a seashell.
She's a pretty Sheila. I cannot do an Australian accent.
I love that all the gays out there call each other Sheila the way we would call each other Mary here.
I'd rather be a Sheila than a Mary.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Well, Mary sounds like a virgin.
Touched for the very first time. Sheila sounds like a bitch you do not want to mess with.
Sheila about to get you shook.
Mm-hmm.
Category is C, sickening.
I'm not a type of person that gets seasick. I definitely have my sea legs, if you will. I think that's what they call them. I've never really gotten completely sick on a boat.
Now, I've had a little too much to drink on a boat and gotten a little... But I absolutely love the beach. Anything that has to do with the ocean, the sea, aquatics, nauticals. So I'm excited to see what these queens have to bring as far as a sea sickening look.
Let's bring on our first girl, sea sickening. Art Simone. Wowzers.
She's like a siren, a sea nymph. Look at those teeth, girl.
Yeah, she got a lot of teeth. For any queen that's ever missed teeth, we're missing teeth in any Drag Race history, Art Simone's got them all in her mouth. It's cool shapes. She is not without a tooth, obviously. I love this. I love the shape.
I love the pieces around her ears to give you kind of like that sea monkey. Remember sea monkeys?
Totally.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love everything about it.
This is just her second episode and she's already coming in with an arsenal of like really cool ideas, cool shapes, very well executed drag, obviously. Makeup's great, the hair's great, the dress is great. I love this look. It is the ocean. Kia kara cow. And I give it a 2.
Toot.
Next, we bring to the stage, Ketamine. Wow.
Oh, I love it.
Off Ketamine. This is pretty amazing.
Yeah, everything about it. I love the color. I love that it's kind of squid. It's kind of jellyfish. The hair would make it kind of seem maybe like an
urchin.
A sea urchin. You definitely see this and it screams sickening from the sea.
It is so beautiful. I love that, it kind of gives me like Cirque du Soleil vibes, like she should be hanging from like a swinging trapeze or something or doing like aerials, It just flounces and bounces and it's such a cool and interesting way to, express the ocean and the sea. I'm totally into it. I think she looks fantastic from top to tentacle.
Tip to tentacles.
I give her a toot.
2.
Next we bring to the stage, Etcetera Etcetera. She's giving me 20,000 legs under the sea, honey. Yes, gorgeous.
Deep sea diving diva.
She is a diver, but back in the day diver. I love this.
I do too.
It's got that little like old-timey helmet, her hair going with it, kind of gives you, it's very old-timey. That takes it to a steampunk place where you would, which is not an obvious way of thinking about the sea and the ocean and your relationship to it. So I like it. I like her aesthetic.
Yeah, and I love that she cinched that waist in and belted that thing around it. Yeah, everything about this. And the boot gets a 2.
I give it a toot. Next, we bring to the stage Coco Jumbo.
Oh, so it's kind of like a sexy, updated version of Ursula.
Right, I see Sea Witch. I also see something like glamour kelp. I'm just going with, whatever's happening in my head right now. She could be almost oil slick too. I bet if we threw her in a pool, she'd look great floating around.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very sexy. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, I love the cut of the bodice. I love the way it shapes and elongates her, and the gauntlets with the tentacle-y type of sea stuff hanging off. And she's so beautiful. I think it would be very hard for her to wear anything and not look beautiful. It fits her beautifully. She knows her body and how to dress it.
That hair is to die for. See, sickening. Toot.
That's a toot.
Next to the stage, we bring Anita Wiglit. Oh, she's a siren. Okay. Slay all day at the beach. I absolutely love it.
It's beautiful. I love when people do the thing with the hair where it looks windblown and it's just held and frozen like a moment in time. Even though they're walking and strutting, we know there's something that has gone on with this. She's at the ocean and it's a very, very windy day. Maybe she's been swept up onto the ocean off of a shipwreck, and these are the pieces of the ocean that kind of landed on her and gave her life.
It's very sexy. It's very, very stagey, and I love it. I love all the sheen. I love all the colors. I love how it sparkles, and I love how it moves, and it looks fantastic on her body.
She's got those, little cages on the hips to have it pop out. Very dramatic. The whole thing is dramatic.
She's a siren. She's giving me sea glass. She's giving me Sheila by the seashore.
Does Sheila sell seashells at the seashore?
And sea glass by the seashore. Yes, I give this look a 2.
2.
Next, we bring to the stage Maxi Shield. Okay, Maxi.
She's the pearl of the ocean. I love this dress. I've always loved pearls, beads, things of that nature. And then when you put so many of them on and it just kind of drapes on the body, beautiful. It's that pearlescent sequin too. So it's got that, pearl. But I want to see her clam.
Oh. Gross. You know what I love about Maxi Shield is she's got this very Mae West kind of vibe to her. She's curvy, she's sexy. I love the idea of the pearl as the focus, which is obviously ocean, the house. She's giving me like all the classic drag right now, and I love it.
I love this hair with it. It's rounded like a pearl, but then she's got beautiful curls in it. It's done in a way that it's smart. It's a smart take on Sickening.
I give her a 2.
Absolutely, 2.
Next, we bring to the stage Elektra Shock. Yes, please.
No.
You don't like this?
I get bridal more from it than I do Sickening. If she were standing in front of me, I would look at it and I would say, that's a nice dress, but there's nothing about it that's so like, when you look at someone like Art Simone, where it's so captivating. And when you look at someone like Maxi Shield, where it's cute and kitschy, this one's just kind of like, okay, it's a dress with a slit all the way up to your slit and some blue hair.
I see what she's giving, and I get it, and you're right, it does feel a little bit bridal. I like a little bit of sense of humor to it, even if you are a glamour girl, for things that have a theme, don't hold back. This is a moment for you to be on television and the world is watching, so kind of take it there, and I don't think she really took it there, but I do think she looks very beautiful.
You know what would have taken it there? Is if she had doused herself in water before she walked out and she was completely sopping wet as she walked out in that. No, it's a boot.
I'm gonna give her a 2. Next, we bring to the stage Karen from Finance. Yes, Karen is a shark.
Is she right or left shark?
Oh my God.
Oh, look at those earrings.
Oh, spectacular. That is so clever.
I love it. I love the color.
See, this is what I came to see Australian queens do. I love this. It's really fashion-y, but it also has a sense of humor. It is obviously a sea monster or a shark. The mouth kind of engulfing her and the red. It's beautiful, and I give her a 2.
2. I love a disco shark, bitch.
Come on, disco shark. And last but not least, Scarlet Adams. Come on, coral reef.
That is gorgeous. That's the definition of Sickening.
It's coral, it's tentacle, it's a reef, it's ocean. It's got all the colors that I want to see in an ocean fantasy, and she looks beautiful. It's fantastic. It's so gorgeous. I'm so into it.
The leg piece, the bodice, the thing coming off the back, the hair, the way it's going and curling around the face, the makeup. Yeah, it's a 2.
It's a 2, baby. That is so good. Trend alert! Tip to tentacle.
Tentacle to tip.
Tip to tentacle. Tippity tip, tip.
Or tit to tentacle.
Tooth to tentacle. Tentacle.
Yes.
Our top 2 of the week is Scarlet Adams. Yeah, she gave me all this. And she gave me all this.
I have never been seasick before, but that made me seasick, bitch. That made
She made me
gag.
gag. Yes. Sickening, no? Catch RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under Friday.
You can watch RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, available on TVNZ in New Zealand, Stan in Australia, and WoW Presents Plus everywhere else worldwide.
This is my disco shark dance.
I'm so seasick now. I've got to go.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.
Congratulations.